Hey there, my name is Pravus, and welcome to more Kingdoms Reborn, playing with the new Emirates faction. We have established ourselves pretty well here. The primary issue that I've got is that we seem to be struggling as far as our storage space, but that's fine, you know, we'll figure that out in due time. We do need to get some immigration up and running kind of as soon as possible, because we lost a lot of people in the last video, the end of the last video, our first ever winter. Didn't have anywhere near enough fuel to keep everything up and running. Turns out, if you are unable to get a lot of fuel, or rather you can't chop down trees very effectively and you still rely on that for fuel, you're in a lot of trouble. Turns out that's really, really difficult. Let's go ahead and get this immigration up and running, though. That will actually solve a lot of the problem, and the storage issues are a thing. Okay, tell you what. Let's go ahead and set up some basic target goals for a few key resources. Specifically for any meats, fruits, and so on. We can always elevate this later if needed. What else do I have that's taking up all my storage space? I guess I just don't have that much storage space. Okay. Well, now we have access to medicinal herb seeds, so that's going to be helpful for us. Let's go to the tech tree. I do want to get the forester up and running so we can make sure we plant down a lot of fruit trees in this area, and then we'll probably just abandon that forester after that point. So that could be helpful. We have a fair bit of money to work with. You know what I could do? We could take advantage of the new training system for military units in the game, which is a little bit interesting. We first make sure we plant down at least a few storage yards because I need to have some level of storage. Okay, so the way that this works now is there are apparently, I think, 17 unique units in the game. So you click on this little train units button up over here, and this brings us up. You can train some units. It has a queue in order to actually train them up. So we'll go ahead and train, let's say, 2 of these warriors. They do have an upkeep, so training up a huge army for no reason probably doesn't serve you very much. But I do sort of have an idea what I want to do with these guys. We're going to train up a couple warriors, and then I'm also going to train up a couple of raid actions. I can attack unfortified provinces for money and for influence. I'm going to literally start bullying all of my neighbors. I mean... Pravus bullying the AI? What are you talking about? He would never do such a thing. No, I 100% plan on doing such a thing. Anyway, so now we're going to have units, now we have raids. So if we look over here at our neighbor, Uppsala over here, he's got 28 pops. He already has 1 warrior, and I'm pretty sure if we attacked him directly, he would have, like, walls or something, and I think there's, like, a defensive militia that can train up. So attacking him right now would not be wise. But there are some tribes over here, for example, and these guys, I think, are relatively undefended. So we click on a raid, right, and we see all these little interconnected zones. I don't know exactly what this means, but they're here. We click on you, doink, and then we deploy a warrior, doink, and he's gone. No, he's going there. It's going to take a while for him to arrive, but he's on his way. He's on his way. And once he arrives, he's going to enact some sort of a little combat action. We can get ourselves a few hundred gold for doing this, plus it says 0 influence, but I'm pretty sure we will get influence. And remember, with influence, we can buy tiles instead of using up our valuable gold. So that's kind of why I want to do that. All right, let's go ahead and sell off some extra leather. Let's rename this, by the way. I don't want it to be Pravus Town. We'll just call it the Emirates, I guess. I mean, it's not the most original name of all time, but I mean, kind of fits exactly what's really going on in this playthrough, right? So... we'll do that. All right, we're going to need more housing at some point once this immigration office is set up. If we don't have more housing, then we're going to be in a bit of a pickle. We do need to get ourselves a couple of things. One, I'd like to get myself some medicinal herbs. Apparently, we could set up over here, though to be frank, we could set up another clay pit here instead. What if we did something like this? Size 18. I'm pretty sure an 18-size farm is supposed to be the most efficient for a single worker. In that, an 18-size farm is small enough they should be able to sow, plant, reap, and sow and reap again, twice in a year. Whereas if it was a 1x36, they could only plant and reap it once, right? Which should amount to more or less the same thing, but that's like the most I think you can get as far as like one worker. Or, yeah, it's a very labor-intensive thing. You could have 2 workers working 2 separate 18-size fields, or 1 worker working a 36-size field, but I'm pretty sure you get a lot more value. So if you're willing to put in the extra workers, 18 is the way to go. Supposedly. That's at least what I read once upon a time, when I was desperately looking for some help. Let's go ahead and upgrade our trading post, since we do seem to be relying on this as far as like trading off some excess resources. I don't know how our storage is possibly full, given that this storage is currently not actually being used entirely. I mean, yeah, we're dropping off some food now. I don't know. Just all of a sudden, they're just acting as if they have nothing to work with. I have no storage. I've got no storage. Well, fine. Let's go ahead and place some more storage. We'll do something like this. There you go. See, we're placing down storage. It'll be great. All right, so yeah, medicinal herbs. We'll set a production target of, let's say, 300 so we don't accidentally overdo it. And let's go ahead and start producing some more clay. If I had a lot of extra workers, which I kind of have a few, at least during winter we have a few extra workers, we could assign some people to the clay pit and start producing a fair bit more of that. Uppsala just gave me some money. It's almost as if they don't want me to murder them. Yeah, they know what's going to happen to these little guys. They sense that a single warrior is traveling to each of these tribes to demand all of their money and influence. It's going to happen. Y'all know it. It's going to happen. Keep boosting this up. Do we have access to a coal mine? Yes. Let's go ahead and buy you. And you know what? Another sheep ranch? Let's go ahead and do that. I want to place down another sheep ranch, probably one over here. Reason being, because we played in the grasslands and we got ourselves a few really nice modifiers, ranches are unbelievably good. We can start producing huge amounts of wool as well as some food. So we should go ahead and take advantage of those. A coal mine would definitely be wise. We'll plant that down right there, and we'll also want to get some storage yards over here. Probably something like that. And, of course, we'll need to get ourselves some roads to connect all of it. We'll do something like this. I think that'll be fine. Burka gave me some money. Everyone's trying to buy my favor all of a sudden. Go figure. What the heck happened, I wonder? More lumber is needed here. We can get a little bit over there, and we can get a little bit up over here. Just get that lumber, dang it. People are going to start dying of the cold again. But you know what? It's fine, because we got an immigration office. We're going to get our first impressions set up over here and get 20% productivity, and we're going to speed this up. There we go. Hey, medicinal herb count is low. That's why we planted down a farm. So don't even worry about it. It'll be fine in just a little bit. Okay. What else should we boost up? Let's see. We're mostly fine on clay. Let's go to trade once again. Sell off some of the excess wool. Make a pretty hefty penny. Got a lot of money right now. We could actually buy a bunch of fuel, I suppose, and that would be one way of sustaining our population. I probably should have done that now that I think about it. Yeah, we definitely should have done that so that no one would have died. I'm not exactly a good leader. I don't really think about my people that much, do I? We should also try to set up a farm for tulips. We could try to go for a size 30... Is it 36 or 32? I think it's 36. Yeah, 36, because it's two 18-size farms. We could set up a quick little farm over here. You can technically have one worker do a lot. How long can they go? They can go something like 64, I think. But I don't think one worker reliably is able to work a full 64-tile farm. At least not without risk of them, like, losing some of the production. Unless their house is literally right next to it. Can we get some coal? Needs... wood, coal, 7, yeah. Let's go ahead and buy, say, 60 or so. Let's do 60 coal. I think that's enough for now. Oh, people are dying of the cold. We didn't make it fast enough. Darn it. All right, well, we lost 2 people, but you know what? That's fine. That's why we got immigration. Let's go ahead and speed that up. Come and move into the Emirates. It's fantastic. It's a beautiful place. No one dies of the cold here, for sure. Definitely. Uh-huh. Okay, we're up to 35 people all of a sudden. So now we need some more houses. If we're going to be doing that, we should place some up here. Probably. Close to the coal mine. Because we want people to be able to work their jobs over here pretty much non-stop. I want them to work until they're practically dead. That's the way to go. Let's go ahead and prioritize all 3 of these. Some people are leaving my town because, well, they're homeless. I'm working on it already. Gosh, you guys just don't leave me any time to do my job, do you? Upgrades are now a thing. I'm pretty sure they're not going to do me any good. So we're going to ignore those. Let's go to tech. Do we want irrigation pumps? Not right now. Let's go for basic tools because we're going to run out of those at some point. I do want a forester. So we'll place one of you over, let's say, up here. And for good measure, let's go ahead and toss in some storage yards just to make sure that we have enough space for everything. And then we'll do something like this and something like this. There we go. Okay, looks fantastic. The forester's job will be to plant down fruit trees and nothing else. So, planting only. And that's it. It's going to take a lot more resources. Again, we probably need to get ourselves a quarry, if I'm honest. Let's pass on this. There's a quarry. Let's go ahead and buy you. Quarry. Need to be far enough away from housing. Take 65 lumber. We just don't have that. Okay. Let me think. Get rid of these non-fruit trees. Yeah, I've only got so many non-fruit trees to work with. How many laborers do I dang well have? 4? That should be enough to do something. Okay, we're barely keeping up on all of this trade, by the way. We are producing it just fast enough. Whoa, we raided somebody. Okay, that's these guys. We raided them successfully. I didn't see the pop-up for the raid. I wanted to show you guys that. So if you remember in the past time when we played this game, there was a sort of like tug-of-war bar, right? And what you would do is you'd spend influence, and if you had more influence spent than they did, you'd start gradually winning the tug-of-war. Yeah, it just happened. It just raided. I guarantee you there used to be a pop-up here, so for some reason the UI just isn't showing it. Anyway, it's the same thing here. It's still a tug-of-war game, but you send military units, and they have health, and they do damage, and that's how you get it. I wish I could have shown you that. It worked in one of my test games. I promise that it did. Definitely worked in one of my test games. All right, let's go ahead and continue making some more clay. Forester's up and running. There's no reason to upgrade this because all they're going to do is plant, and then once they're done planting, we pull them back. Just no point. So, are you still not done with this dang coal mine? You're about to be. Boom! All right, now we can improve the shaft, or the shift, sorry. We can make a wide shaft. Yes, a good wide girthy shaft is the way to go there. Start producing a whole load of coal and start dropping it off. You guys should not have wool over here. Let's manage the storage. No food allowed. No luxuries allowed. And no wool allowed. Let's go ahead and remove that. That's taking up a valuable spot here that does not belong. Pretty sure. All right, so I need to get a quarry going because I really, really, really need to get some extra stone production so I can start insulating some of these houses and actually make them useful. We could also use my laborers to gather up some stone that I missed over there. That could be useful, but mostly we need to simply knock down some trees. So let's go ahead and knock down all of these. Man, we are so bad at getting lumber, it's ridiculous. I guess I could trade for wood. That's an option. Yeah, let's trade for 100 of that. And then let's sell off a bunch of this. Go. Yeah, that works. That's a lot better. We have some medicine. Some medicinal herbs are now a thing. Fantastic. Could trade up a bunch more units if we wanted to. We've got some money, so let's just go ahead and do that. I would like to buy another tile. We'll spend some influence and claim you. So now we have access to a whole load more non-fruit trees. That'll be good. Food-wise, we're looking really good. I now have access to raise. We can raise a minor city or fort and remove them from the map. Now there's an interesting thought. Province conquering. You can now conquer opponents' provinces with your army. The province to conquer must be next to my territory. So if I had placed aggressively close to Uppsala, we might have actually been able to start conquering these guys. If we keep training up units, I'm pretty sure it's going to give me the option to start vassalizing people instead, which would be very interesting. Let's boost up our coal production. I could send a whole bunch more workers over there, but we've got the laborers, I suppose. It's just, I don't want to do it. Let's trade and instead, again, sell off a bunch of this, sell off a bunch of leather, and buy a good chunk of wood. Okay, just keep that going. Could buy coal. Probably should buy coal, but we're going to buy wood. It's fine. Not a big deal. We need a little bit more wood anyway just to actually get this darn quarry built up, since apparently they decided to use the wood. They just burned the wood. It's a valuable construction material, but they decided to burn the wood instead. Go figure, right? Research complete. Okay, let's go to tech. We have access to basic tools. Now let's go for pottery. Pottery will be helpful. We'll be able to... Oops, I'm full on my cards. Darn it. We have Company Act. Can't do anything with that. I don't know why warriors, by the way. They added warriors into the game, but warriors are going to take up a valuable spot in your hand. Like, why would I want that? You know? We could actually build up a fishing hut. 98% is pretty good. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and place this here. Here's what doesn't make sense. This is the beach. It's not the water. How are you going to fish this area? You can't, because this isn't buildable area, so the game considers this all to be ocean, even though this is clearly beach and not water. The most ineffective and yet miraculously successful fishing harbor I have ever seen. Let's improve the shift and the shaft of the quarry. Boost that up a little bit so we can produce even more. We still have some workers available. We need this immigration to go faster. Let's boost you up. Top priority, please. Okay. Let's see, what else? Let's boost the quarry, and let's boost the coal. Okay, all looking good over there. Trade-wise, let us sell off some excess wool, of which we have a fair bit. It's worth a lot of money. 1,500 gold every time we do that. That's a whole nother warrior we can use. We can start subjugating people. In fact, screw it. I think it's time to start subjugating people. Let's start training up some warriors. We have homeless people? Really? Well, let's go ahead and get some more houses going then, if that's the case. One over here is probably fine. Unlocked Vassalization. You can now vassalize another city with your army. Perfect! Let's go over here to Uppsala, and we're going to conquer/vassalize. Toss in all 5 warriors. Go! This is what I was talking about, the tug-of-war bar. So it's 5 warriors now versus whatever they've got here, which appears to be 3 militia and a wall, and I think they're going to send a warrior into this in a minute. And now my strength goes against theirs, and we have to start beating down their wall. We have HP, so we can lose units, but so can they. We have to beat down the wall, then we have to massacre the rest. The more troops we have, the more we can reinforce with this. And then once these guys are vassals, I don't know, I just sort of assume good things happen. I mean, I don't know. I've never vassalized successfully before, but we'll keep trying it. The more we have in there, the more damage we do, the faster we burn them down, the less casualties we take. Overwhelming them with numbers is definitely a viable strategy. Tossing the extra warrior like so, and now we have a little bit of extra strength, so we're doing 48 damage every time, and so on and so forth. We'll definitely lose like 1 or 2 units here. Like when you've got a big honking wall like this, you know, that's the thing. Now my question is, do I have walls? Or is this just a thing? Is this like all defenders automatically have walls? Or how does that work? I don't know. I have no idea how walls work. Presumably we just automatically have walls. Let's sell off the extra wool, plus maybe a little bit of extra clay, since we have too much of that. I'm going to set your storage to, let's say, 200, and then stop. Find something else to do with your dang jobs. You have too many people. No, we already finished building up the house. Perfect. So, boost up you, and boost up you, but we need to get some additional storage. Let's just go ahead and make a big storage yard over here. This is a top priority. What are we lacking over here? Freaking trees. Of course we are. Tell you what, using our laborers, we will go for some non-fruit trees this way. Okay. Are we training any more units, or is that it? That's it at the moment. I could train more, but let's go ahead and toss our current reinforcements into the pile. Doop. So one of our guys is down to 340 health, so he's going to die pretty soon for sure. We still haven't managed to burn the wall down even to half health yet. That's how bad this is. But once the wall is down, oh, you better believe they're doomed. I mean, if we've got a lot of money that we're just sitting on, like, why not do this? Hey, look, an upgrade! Hey, tulips! We've got upgraded houses, ladies and gentlemen. We got level 2. All right. Not that much longer before we're going to finally get access to things like the Middle Ages. And then y'all really in trouble. For sure. Stop using lumber for your fuel. Start using only coal, please. Also, it's time to start getting some dang insulation. So let's do that, all of these. There we go. That spends up pretty much all my stone. But well worth it, because now we can actually make our consumption of coal go way, way down. Oh, tools. Right. Ah, crud. We forgot. I forgot that I didn't actually have the card. All right, hang on. Can we get a tool shed here? None of these. Pass. None of those. Reroll. Darn it. All right, let's use it one of our wild cards. We need stone tools. I meant to do this a while ago, and I completely forgot about it. Place you right there. Oh, of course, we just used up all of our stone. What do you know? That is how it goes. Let's boost up the stone, and let's get back over here. And let's reinforce with 2 more warriors. So we are doing 72 damage to the wall. There we go. Now you can see my strength greatly overwhelms them. They just upgraded to level 2. I don't know if that makes much of a difference, but we can see they're actually going around and trying to build things up. They're actually building luxuries. Trading posts are there, beer breweries. They still build in these like weird like hexes and overdo their storage sometimes, but there it is. hunting lodge next to a fruit gatherer and stuff in a house. It's actually pretty smart. It's not that bad. All right, what else do we want to do? Well, let's, I guess, learn how to do furniture, even though I'm very, very bad at this. I'll buy a potter card, sure. Come here, porter. This warrior is definitely about to die, but the wall's about to go down. Boom, buy a wall. All right, now we can start hitting all their units. They are not going to last much longer. So these guys are about to be vassalized. Yeah, I'm being a little bit aggressive. I probably don't need to be this aggressive, but I'm enjoying it. It's great. So what's going on with my laborers? I don't have anywhere near enough laborers anymore. Okay. How are we doing over here? Looks like we're fighting down the last militia as we speak. He's about to die. Good timing. Boom. I have conquered Uppsala. I've got 8 warriors. You now pay me in taxes and influence. Sweet. So my passive influence gain has just increased. Well, that's pretty nifty. Okay. We could buy some tiles. Should I buy some tiles? Buy this forest province? Yes. Buy this forest province. It seems nice. Charming location. Beautiful locale. I think that's a good idea. Okay. Well, that's the thing. My problem is we have a lot of people living here because I have a high population with 15 children, but a lot of our people simply can't do anything. So I'm growing my population for sure, but, like, I need working adults, dang it. Yeah, this is why we like having immigration. Boost up the clay production. Boost up the stone production. Boost up the coal production. We have no medicine to speak of, and I'm out of tools. Great. Hang on. Let's just buy a bunch of tools, and let's buy some stone. Cost me the rest of my money, but that's fine. We do need to get this stone tool workshop up and running, obviously. If people don't have tools, they don't really do their jobs very well, like, at all. So, yeah, no, we need to get that going. We are starting to harvest up some herbs, so we're about to have some medicine. We'll be okay on that front. We'll be okay. Boost up the stone production again, please. Why are you guys not producing, like, very well at all? I don't know. We could toss a sustainability book in here, and I'm pretty sure... Yeah, it doesn't deplete the stone as rapidly, but meh. No, actually, it doesn't make any difference. So why is this so slow? Furniture workshop. Not right now. Even while I'm boosting this, we are extremely slow. I guess I could go to rapid mining and stuff, but I feel like that's been nerfed. Has it? Am I wrong on that? Has that been nerfed? I know some things got rebalanced. Whatever. Anyway, I need to end this video because I just realized I'm over my time, but thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If so, I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.